Okay, everybody, it is Friday, April 15th, and it's about 3:19 p.m. Getting ready to start Easter weekend. Hope you all have a good weekend. But the reason why we're doing this video is on Wednesday, earlier this week, I was up Jeff City all day, and I was there to testify against a couple of ballot initiative, or a couple of bills that were detrimental to our ballotive initiative. But while I was there, I also took care of some other business, and one of those things was trying to get an audience with Representative Dean Plocher. Now, you guys have been on this channel following Missouri House Bill 2118, the right to self-defense. You know, we've been following this bill from the beginning, getting it through the committees and everything, and now it's up on the House floor. And this man here, Representative Dean Plocher, is the one who decides what bills go on the floor and when. And we've been getting kind of held up, and nothing's been happening. We've been making calls and emails and everything else. And basically, you know, besides talking to his aides and hearing from them, and of course, you know, we know from them that House Bill 2118 is one of the hottest bills out there right now. It's been getting the most calls. But we haven't been getting no action. We've never been able to get a hold of this guy. So I spent pretty much all day Wednesday trying to get an audience with this man. And finally, at the end of the night, after the session, I was able to talk to him. And for the sake of time, I'm not going to tell you everything that went on here, but there's a YouTube channel, Missouri Freedom Initiative, hosted by Patrick Holland. It had a live stream last night, and I was on that, and I am going to take you over there now. And if you'll go there, I will leave the link down in the comments, or the show notes. I'll give you the link, and it's going to be at 41 minutes. I'll let you know that too, because at 41 minutes, that's when I start talking about, you know, my conversation with Dean Plocher. So I suggest you go listen to that, get the gist of it. And, you know, actually the whole thing, this whole live stream's worth listening to you. But if you're restrained for time, just go at 41 minutes, and I basically tell you what's going down. Dean Plocher. But to make a long story short, he's basically going to try and sit on this bill. He doesn't want to see the light of day. So, with that said, now we know that we got a little change in strategy as to where we're going to. I mean, we still need to keep sending calls and emails, you know, to his office or whatever. But now we got another person that we're going to send these calls and emails to. And this is going to be Representative Rob Vescovo. Because, also, if you go on there, and while I'm talking, you're going to see Patrick's going to put up on the YouTube channel there, you know, on the screen, it's going to show Plocher's where his money, his campaign funds come from, and the different agencies and everything. Like I said, as you watch me speaking, you see that, you'll see how it all fits in. You'll see who's bending this guy's ear and making him do what he does. He's definitely not working in the best interests of we the people. But anyway, let's go back. What we're going to do now, I know it's Easter weekend and everything, but right now the House is not going to re-adjourn until Tuesday. So that gives us today, Saturday, Sunday, and definitely Monday. You know, what we're going to do is we need to call, you know, House Speaker Vescovo's office, and calls and emails, and ask him to, you know, get a hold of Dean Plocher and tell him to put House Bill 2118 on the floor. Because if, like I said, if you look at the people that are sending the money to you know, I'm not, like I said, you got to go watch the conversation, but basically Plocher is not going to, he's going to do everything he can to keep 2118 from getting on the floor for a vote. And if you look at who's funding him, and, you know, who gives him his campaign money, we know who he's working the best interests of: the prosecutors, the police chiefs associations, people like that, not we the people. And to me, that's a conflict of interest. So, and I imagine to not just me, but a lot of people. So we need to contact Rob Vescovo, Speaker of the House, and let him know this. You know, I'm going to let you watch the video and what I say, and you put it in your own words. But basically, we need him to make Dean Plocher put this bill on the floor for perfection and for a vote, because otherwise it's not going to happen. So we need to we have to put pressure on Plocher, and here's another ploy. We got other strategies coming up. This thing's going to get on the floor. We're going to force Plocher to do it, whether he wants to or not. But right now, this is the guy you need to call. You need to send your emails to Representative Rob Vescovo and let him know Plocher has said he's not going to let 2118 see the light of day. Again, you got to go on there and watch. Go on. I'll leave a link. Just go to 41 minutes. That's when I start talking about my meeting with Plocher and what went on. And after watching that, like I said, here's the guy we need to get a hold of, and we need to let him know that Plocher's trying to stall this bill, and it's a conflict of interest as far as we the people go. So we need to try and get this guy to make a move to do something, to force him to do whatever he's got to do, talk to Plocher and get this bill on the floor, because it's only right, because we all know it's one of the hottest ones, along with Susie Pollock's bill 2009. It has to do with vaccinations. Those are the two hottest bills right now. I've been getting the most phone calls in Plocher's office to be put out there on the floor for a vote. We know that. I know that. I've talked to aides and everything else. So we need to get Vescovo involved in this and try and get him to go to Plocher and get him to put these bills on the floor. All right, we're going to have to put pressure. And another thing you can do is call your own representatives, your House representatives, and tell them about it. Tell them to do it too. So there's where we're at. Again, guys, I know most of you probably got plans for Easter, but at least on Monday, because like I said, the House is not does not start again until Tuesday. So it would be great come Tuesday morning for Representative Vescovo going to his office, or his aides going to office, and find a bunch of emails and phone calls, flooding the office, saying, letting them know what's going on, what needs to be done. So this is our strategy. So like I said, I know it's a holiday, but sometimes to do right, man, you can't you got to take advantage of it when you can. So like I said, at least like I said, we got today, we got Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. At least on Monday, just make your calls and emails. If you can't do it this weekend, I understand it's Easter and probably got things going on, but at least on Monday or something, we got to start making the calls and emails, so that when they show up Tuesday morning, their phone, the voicemails will be flooded and their emails will be flooded. All right, we got to put pressure on Plocher. He's going to do everything he can to keep that bill from going through, so we got to force him to put it on the floor. So this is the guy we need to go to right here. So that's the next step, guys. Go watch this video. Like I said, start at 41 if you're short on time. That way I'll get right to what I'm talking about. And yeah, and then we gotta make phone calls and emails to this guy to get him to make Plocher put it on the floor. And because right now it's on House bills for perfection, but that really doesn't mean anything. Plocher can move these things around as he wishes. He can put whatever he wants on the floor whenever he wants, pretty much. I'm not going to get into detail, but he said it's not going to see the light of day. Like I said, go on there to Patrick's channel, and like I said, I'll leave a link in there and at what minutes it starts, and just watch that part where I talk about my meeting with Plocher, and you'll see what I'm saying. Okay, guys, we're just going to leave it at that. Again, this is the guy you need to contact here, Rob Vescovo. It's real easy to do, just to make sure you know. Alright, type in house.mo.gov, enter, and you're going to see him right here. This is Rob Vescovo, the speaker. You put it right on his name, you click on that, takes you right to him, as you can see. And there's the phone number, there's the email, there's this legislature assistant, and I'm sure he's got a few others there too. So let's get the calls and emails to this guy and let him know he needs to talk to Dean Plocher to put 2118 on the floor. All right, because we're gonna have to pressure. We're gonna have to really put the thumb screws on Plocher. We got to force him to do it because his interest lies with prosecutors and law enforcement. He has no interest in the rights of we the people. All right, that's simple as that. Again, go watch this at 41 minutes, and they'll pretty much explain everything. Okay, guys. Thanks for watching, and if you like what you heard, spread the word.